Hi everyone, Lindsay here with the final highlight of our school presentations. And today we're going to continue focusing on our high school programming, specifically around healthy relationships and tools that students can use to have healthy relationships. One important place to start is thinking about what you might want to know about a potential partner. You may want to consider what they're looking for out of a relationship and how are they going to treat you. So really taking time to get to know someone before you start dating them. There may also be some things you want to think about for yourself before getting into a relationship. You may also want to look at what you want out of a relationship, what a healthy relationship means to you, and what's important to you. One important piece in having healthy relationships is thinking about your boundaries. So think about what kinds of words and actions and behaviors would be okay with you and what would not be okay. There's 3 types of boundaries that we'll look at: physical, emotional, and digital. A physical boundary might be whether or not you're okay holding hands in public, or if you would be okay with a partner blocking an exit during an argument. An emotional boundary is around how somebody treats you. So how do they speak to you, or maybe how do they speak to the people that you care about? It could also be perhaps you have a specific topic that you don't want to talk about with that person. A digital boundary could be having a password on your phone or saying that at a certain time you won't be texting that person back, maybe when you're doing homework or you're studying. It could also be around social media. So think about what kinds of things you would be okay with a partner posting about you on social media and what would you not be okay with. It's important to think about what your boundaries are, but it's also important to think about how would you set those. You might do that at the beginning of a relationship, but you may also do that if you feel like a boundary has been crossed. 2 people in a relationship might have different boundaries, and that's okay as long as they're both being respected. But that also means that somebody might accidentally cross your boundary. So it's really important that you feel like you can be honest and tell your partner how you feel. Talk about what you need in a relationship to feel safe. And if you feel like a boundary has been crossed, let them know what you want to see differently in the future. It's important that when you're having this conversation, you are calm and you're still being respectful as well. So really focus on how you're feeling rather than blaming the other person. One activity that can be really helpful for students to work on is your must-haves and your deal breakers. So a must-have is something that you really need to see in a relationship to feel safe. That could be the characteristics of the other person, how they treat you, or maybe what they like. A deal breaker is the opposite. So those are the things that you absolutely are not okay with in a relationship. Those might come from your boundaries, and those are really the things you don't want to see from a partner. An example of a must-have might be somebody who is honest and kind, somebody who makes you laugh, or somebody who has a similar interest, perhaps. A deal breaker might be somebody who lies or makes fun of you in front of your friends, and hopefully abuse is on everybody's deal breaker list. Along with this video, we're going to post a handout where you can look at your own must-haves and deal breakers and your boundaries as well. The more you do that, the better idea you get of what you're looking for out of a relationship, and it might also help you identify behaviors that are unhealthy or abusive in a relationship a little bit quicker if you are experiencing that. I want to quickly refer back to yesterday when we posted our resource handout. If you haven't had a chance to look at it yet, be sure to go to our website where you can download your own copy of our resources. This is really handy for anybody who is experiencing abuse or think they might be in an unhealthy relationship, but you can also pass this along to a friend as well. We really want everyone to know where they can go and who they can connect with if they are experiencing unhealthy relationships. Well, that is it for our school programming. We really want to say thank you to everybody who's tuned in over the last couple of weeks. We appreciate you checking in and looking at what we do in the schools. Take care, everybody.